Hello everyone out there. Welcome to my studio and our day 2 of summer camp. It's our crafting summer camp all week long. So I am grateful for those of you who are joining me live. So definitely say hi, let me know that you're here. I'd love to know who is participating in camp. Did any of you used to go to a camp when you were younger? I didn't. I don't think I ever went to a camp. My cousins did though, and I was always really jealous of them. And sometimes I used to get to go to camp with them, and we used to love it at the YMCA camp. But my kids have gone to summer camps. Actually, Carter is at camp. He's at all camp this week. He's got football camp, and then he has basketball camp. Last week he had basketball camp. But when he was younger, he used to go to the YMCA camp during the day. So anyway, we're all about summer camps right here. We're doing the creative kind for all of you. So yesterday, in case you missed it, let me show you what we made on day, that was almost close. I just almost sent things flying. So while everybody's logging on, I will entice you. This is what we're working on today, and I almost just sent it flying. So yesterday we created 3 different cards and we did fun folds. So I kicked it off big with fun folds yesterday. We made this card that was sending hugs, but then look, watch when you open it. Look how cool, right? So if you did not see me make this yesterday, then you can go back to the video section on here and see the video. You can even just scroll down a little bit. I cannot seem to find the other card we made yesterday. It was just right here, but anyway. So then, oh, nope, that's not it either. Anyway, this is the other one we made. I fixed it, guys. You see, those of you who watched me make it and I had a little mistake, you can't see it anymore, can you? I fixed it. It looks really good. So this is the outside. This is using the Darling Details bundle. Look at the detail on that scalloped edge. And then when you open it up, then this was the inside. See, I fixed that too because I had smudged it. And then this was the inside. So such a beautiful card as well. And then I had another one. I don't know where it went. It's someplace over here probably. We cleaned up a little bit. Actually, this morning, Nancy worked today and she watched my video yesterday. She came in and she cleaned my bone folders. Look at this. My bone folders are sparkling clean. She just took like rubbing alcohol and washed them. And then she came in and she restocked all of my blocks. So all of my blocks are where they're supposed to be. She cleaned my scissors, so even before I got here, she got everything ready. So today I won't be quite such a hot mess. So, but we're gonna jump into day 2. I'm gonna turn you down here in just a second so you can see what I'm gonna show you. But one of my favorite products that Stampin' Up! Sells are kits. Raise your hand, say hi if you have ever used any of our kits before, if you've ever bought them. But they are all inclusive. So when you purchase one, it comes with a stamp set. You get a whole stamp set, you get a block, you get all the supplies that you need to create the cards, and then you also get the envelopes. So our kits are designed for everyone. Now I've been crafting for probably 21 years. And I still love the kits because I don't have to think. I don't have to be creative that day. Some days I love being creative. And a lot of days I just love sitting down, making pretty projects, sitting with my friends, making pretty projects. Oh, hey, Anne, you are really talented. Look at your hand wave that you gave me. Yes, I love the kits. I also sell a lot of kits to my customers because I love to also make alternative projects. Let me show you one that I just sold. I'm not going to show you this one today, but I want to show you what I love to do with our kits. So again, you can just, Michelle said her middle name is Kit. My middle name is Cheese, just in case you want to know what my middle name is. Actually, my middle name is Lynn, but I love cheese so much, so I always say my middle name is Cheese. But this was one of our new kits that just came out probably 2 months ago. And I'm sure, Michelle, I know you ordered this. A lot of other people did too. But when I did my retreat, I offered, look at that. Okay, so I'm going to sit and have a conversation with Michelle. So your middle name is Lynn with one N, right? And your first name is Michelle with one L. That's pretty crazy. My middle name is Lynn, but I have 2 N's. So you can be 1 N and I'll be 2 N's. Anyway, so these are the cards. You make 2 different ones, and I believe you make 4 of each. And you get my favorite part. My favorite part of this kit, this is Friends Forever, is the envelopes. Look at those envelopes. So when someone gets this in the mail, like they're gonna be like, oh, what am I getting? That's so fun. Anyway, but what I like to also do is that when you get these kits, so this is what you make. You make 4 of these cards. And they're beautiful. They're lemon lolly, even before we had lemon lolly. There's 4 of them in there. 4 cards of that one. And then there's 4 of these. I love this one. Look at that. So you make 4 of those kits too. Again, anybody can make this. They give you the directions, they give you everything. They give you a little stamp pad. But what I like to do for all of you is they also give you a stamp set. So I love for you to be able to see lots of different ways. Like this stamp set you can use on these cards, but then you can keep on using it on all kinds of cards. So like for my class, sometimes what I'll do is after you make all those cards, then I will create 4 more projects for you to make. So these are the cards that we made using the Forever Friends kit. And like this is all the twine that was in there. I love this one. This one just feels summery, doesn't it? And then, oh, this one feels really summery. This was my kind of, I love this card. I love the colors on that card. So anyway, that is what I want to show you today. So I'm going to show you 2 new kits, and then I might have an alternative project to show you, at least with one of them. The other one I just got in today, so you're only going to get 1 alternative project with it. All right, so let's jump in. I'm going to turn you guys down. Lots of you guys are on here. So I want you to, if you purchase the kits and you just want to create the cards that are in there and love it, that is great. But also then start to think out of the box and how else you can use this. I'm going to take you down. And we are going to jump in and get started. I'm going to try to make sure that you are straight, because I know that can be annoying. And today I'm actually pulling up your comments on my computer so that I can actually follow along a little bit today. So let's see, which one should we use? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. First of all, they come in these awesome boxes so that way you can store things in there afterwards. You can store the cards. What I do, if I showed you, I have every kit. I have every kit they ever made. So, and what I do with them is I always have over here on a book, I have them on a bookcase. And then I label on the side what they are by their name. And then I also label the top. This one's not labeled. What you can do is you can actually cut out, when you're done making them, cut out, and they always come packaged. Like, they come packaged so nice. But you can, when you're done, you can cut out the picture and then you can tape that to the top of the box. So that way you can store your finished projects in here if you want to as well. This is one that I must have ready to sell. Anyway, so that's what I do with all of my kits, and I have all of them. And of course I use them. So if I use them, then I can just keep the box and use the box for something else. Let's start with this one. Okay, phew, I love this one. This is our new birthday card kit, and you get to make all 3 of these cards, and I believe you make 3 of each. See if you can see them all. There you go. So they are shaker cards. Shaker cards are so fun, and it obviously comes with all the pieces that you need. So I'm going to take out all the pieces. I'm going to show you a couple of things I used with this kit too, and then I'm going to show you some alternative projects. First of all, for those of you who do that are newer to stamping, or newer to crafting, or you you know, or they always come with a stamp pad in there. So this is one of our Stampin' Spots. It's the perfect size that you need. I know it's little. All you do is you take your scissor and you kind of, or you take like an X-Acto knife. I just take my scissors and I just go right along the edge of the label. And then it's like, then you want to just slice along there like that. And then it's really easy to open. And then you don't lose the lid. The lid stays in place. So I just put the lid flip down and I flip the lid up. So that's what I do with my stamp pads. So let's jump in and create these cards. And I'm gonna show you then an alternative project. So this kit, I should have double checked, but I believe this kit is only $22. It's 22 or 23 in the United States. And we do sell this in all the countries, but obviously you'll pay your own cost there. So I'm gonna make these quickly, guys. Because there is directions in there. But what I want to show you then is an alternative project afterwards. This has a little bit of sparkle in it, but can you see that? It's so cool. Shaker cards are super fun to make. One of the key, these shaker cards are using these clear plastic bags. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you make these is you are going to want to put the paper in. So for this one, it's taking a piece of this green paper and you want to put it so the green is sticking out. The back side is the part that has the adhesive. Your next step is going to be to take some of your sequins. You just want to kind of, not use too much sequins, and you want to mix it up so because the blue ones kind of go down to the bottom. This is a little tip that Nancy taught me. Nancy helped me because she had put these together, so she had some tips for me. So you want something to kind of scoop out the sequins with. Now the sequins have a little bit of static in them. So she brought me a bounce. We actually, do you guys, this is something that we keep in our studio. We have dryer sheets in our studio. We use it with our Stampin' Cut Emboss machine and we rub it over the plates because it takes all of your, static out and the paper won't stick to it. Also, sometimes, just different things like when you're embossing and the paper has a lot of static in it, your embossing powder will stick. So dryer sheets are good to have. So we just rub the spoon with a dryer sheet and then that will allow the sequins, you just kind of come in here with your spoon and get like a spoonful, make sure you get some of those blue ones, and then it will also only stick it won't stick to the spoon actually. Otherwise, the first time we did it, it stuck all over to the spoon. So I just put about a spoonful in there and then you're gonna seal that up and it already comes with the adhesive on it, so you just kind of seal that up. All right, next step is they give you a thing of tear and tape. The cool part about these kits is it even comes with the adhesive. So when you are trying to make this like, oh, I gotta spend the day in the hospital, I gotta spend the day with, at a soccer camp, or I gotta spend the day traveling and, or I'm camping, I can't bring a bunch of stuff, then you can just grab these kits and bring them with you and they are all inclusive. The only thing you might need might be like a stamp cleaner. I like to have my own adhesive, but this kit, the tear and tape is perfect. So that's gonna get glued down to the front of our card. So you put the adhesive on the back of that bag. Tear and tape, see how fun. This is like a celebration. You take one, it already has the circle already cut out, a little bit of holographic on it. We're going to take the Let's Party onto our block. So when you're using the Stampin' Spot, you are just, we're just gonna go ahead and, Jennifer said, would dollar store dryer sheets work? It's a dryer sheet, Jennifer. So I would think if your dollar store dryer sheets work as good in the dryer, then I'm sure they'll work as good for this. So yeah, those probably aren't even bounced. They're just dryer sheets, but I'm sure that they will work. So do the Let's Party. Dimensionals come in here too, so you can, again, that comes in the kit. So it's all inclusive. So I believe this one is $23 plus shipping and tax. And then you can order just the kit too. So that just goes on here. And then you can make 3 of those. And then they have these adorable, absolutely awesome envelopes that you would use too. I don't know where I stuck my envelopes already. All right, let's go on to card number 2. And that one we're gonna be using, it has a birthday present, and you're going to take out those 4 squares. You're going to take this is obviously another shaker card. So this one has the white background. So there's a white, a flirty flamingo, and a lemon lime twist. And these both sides are white, so there's not really a wrong or right. And make sure your bag is all shook up. All right, there we go. And then we're gonna just scoop in here again. Make sure you're getting some of all the colors. Those blue ones like to go down there. Okay, so this one, I didn't do my dryer sheet first, and I can already tell they're being a little bit sticking to the spoon, but that's okay, because there's still some of the dryer sheet. I'm gonna use it for next time though, get it primed and ready. Whoops, good, because I just dropped it on the floor. All right, so, and I just put about a spoonful. It actually has worked out really well for measurements if you use a little teaspoon. All right, so there's that. Now with this one, you want to put the glue actually on the front of the card. So you're going to take your little tear tape. They give you this cute little roll of it. And that's good. I'm going to go right down here at the bottom and put a strip there. And then I'll put the strip down here at the bottom. Again, with all of our kits, there are literally step-by-step instructions that tell you where to put the adhesive, what to do next, tells you which stamp you need, it gives you step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So and this one is see, I almost screwed up because I got to put the thing on here. So this is going to go on the front of our. It just glues right over top of there. It's just so it's a different color, and that's kind of cute. See, I almost missed that step. And again, they're using the tear tape. I'll be honest with you, I get a little impatient, so I just love to use my this too sometimes. So I always keep my own adhesive by me, but you can use theirs. It's included in there for free, so you might as well use it. But sometimes I get impatient and want to use my own. So there, you want to make sure you put that on there. So good thing I looked at those instructions. Then you pour that on there, and then you are going to put your tear tape on there. Oh, and this one. So, what do you guys think about this kit? Don't you love these cards? They are so fun, and it's all in a little box, and you can order it. Sometimes when I make projects, it's like, okay, now you need to buy this, and buy this, and buy this, and buy this, and buy that, which is great, but sometimes we just love, I can just buy the one thing, and then that's all you need to buy, and that's this. Like, just buy the one thing, it's all included. There you go. So look, how fun is that present? The last step to this one is there is a label, and it's the one that's not, I'm gonna need this label next. What I love too is that they actually give you extra labels. So again, if you want to use them on different cards, you can, but really it's if you screw up, then you have a backup. So this one is using the happy birthday, and this is the block that actually comes in the kit, so I'll use that one. Every kit you purchase comes with a block that has a stamp pad in it. And then I'm just gonna go and ink that up with our blueberry bushel. Stamp that, that's good to go. It says to use dimensionals. See, look, I'm actually reading the instructions. That's pretty good. One time that my mom and I were assembling, actually here in the studio, we were assembling some of like the tables and stuff and the drawers. And after about 5 minutes, she was like, oh, I'm done. I'm not assembling anything with you anymore, because I don't always like to read the instructions. I just like to just go at it, which does not always work, I will tell you that. But here you go. So there's this one. All right, we had this one so far, and then we've had our first one, which was Let's Party, in case you're just joining. And then our third one, so this one comes with 3 different cards. And, oh, here's the cute envelopes. Look, each one of them has an awesomely adorable envelope that matches. So when you mail these to people, they're extra fun. And these do not have like a big bow on it or anything, so you can always mail these out for very inexpensive. Well, I mean, for the cost that it is, it's not extra postage. All right, last one. Again, these all kind of have punch outs because they're all shaker cards. And punch that out. This one is the same. We're gonna jump in here. This one has a pink background. And you're just gonna slip that in there. Today I'm making a lot less mistakes than I was yesterday. That's because I've got someone else who designed the cards. I'm gonna take my little scoop. So I wanted to leave enough there. I have just a couple cards left. So I'll take my little scoop of this, of my sequins, pour that into the bag. There you go. Make sure you got some of those blue stars in there because those blue stars like to kind of settle at the bottom. I learned that too. We'll glue this down. They're all very similar in how they go together. Now this one takes a little bit of stamping on it, on the actual card. So you're gonna need the candle. I'm gonna give you some tips on this one. I'm gonna use my smaller block that I have, my own block for that. And so this cake has candles that go across the top of it. So I like to stamp the middle one first. And I actually like to have a little piece of scrap paper so that, let me grab a piece of scrap paper. So that I can actually hang it off the cake so that it looks more natural. Let's see. All right, so we are going to do the first one there. See, I kind of hang it off there a little bit. So that way it's not like they're like, I'm trying to make them float. And then I just did one on each end. Like that. And then I'll do one in the between. So that way I'm trying the best I can to get those lined up pretty good. And did a pretty good job. Some of you might actually measure. There. So, but then there, now they're not like hovering in midair. And they are pretty good. Yes, Michelle, these are such beautiful bright colors. So again, let me close my stamp. I'm not quite done with the stamp pad yet. Let's do my stamping real quick. This one has the Oh Happy Day. So on this alone, we use like every stamp in there. I'll clean these as two, just a second. Because I'm gonna use them on another card. I do have one alternative card to make for you guys today with this, and then I have a few to show you. I'm actually doing, so next week I am going to St. George, Utah, and I've ran an event for demonstrators. If they would like to come, it is all just fun. There's no training, it's just hanging out together by the pool in St. George, Utah. I have arranged a happy hour and then lunch and then dinner, and it's just all about, and we do one stamping session. And so I'm featuring this kit, but then we're making a lot of other projects with it too. So I do have some I want to show you. But if you are coming to my St. George event next week, you've got to close your eyes because I want you to be surprised. It's not like they're anything special, but of course they're special. I just want you to be surprised when you sit down to what you're going to make and what you're going to get. All right, so whoops, I'm just gonna put that on there and pull that off. So again, put the glue, I think, on the card so that way it doesn't go where you don't want it to go. But these are great for events, having the kit. So for those of you who are demonstrators, I love to use these for events as well. And then again, creating those alternative projects are great. All right, so then I'm just gonna go ahead and glue that to the back there. See, perfect. This Oh Happy Day goes on with dimensionals. let's see here. Rhonda stuck the dimensionals somewhere, but I'm gonna put these back anyway so that I don't, because I'm gonna need them. Oh, I do one more card to show you. All right, so we're gonna take our dimensionals. I don't know where I stuck them, so I'm gonna use my own. I stuck them somewhere. They're here. And put those on. There we go. And then put this down there, right on the front of this card. So there you go. You make 3 of each card with this kit. This kit is called in case you want to, it's called the Confetti Birthday Kit. Confetti Birthday Kit, if you want to search on it. And again, I believe it's $23. You just pay shipping and tax, and then it's all inclusive. So there are the 3 cards that we made today. But again, you make 3 of each of them. You get all the envelopes, the adorable envelopes, and you get a block. You get all the pieces that you need for all of them. All right, so there's my first kit. But let me show you again. So when you've made all the cards, you've used all the things, you've got them all put together. And then when you're done, you still have a stamp set. You still have a stamp block. You actually still have some leftover pieces in your kit too. So I always love to show all of my customers like extra ways now that you can use, that you can use these things. Put that block in there, that spoon in there, there, everything is, see now look, that's easy how I cleaned up too. So let me grab, I'm going to take some of my favorite designer series paper, and I do love that blueberry bushel. So there's a new gingham paper that's in the catalog that has blueberry bushel, berry burst, the lemon lime twist, and pecan pie. Yeah, it has 5 different colors. So I'm gonna take a piece of the blueberry bushel, and we're gonna fold this in half. Okay. On the front of this, I am going to take a piece of that country gingham paper, and I'm going to glue this down. Before I do that, I do want to stamp that candle. So let me do some stamping with the candle. And I need that scrap paper back because I'm gonna do the same thing. It is raining, Fiona. Can you hear that rain? Isn't that funny? My building does not have a ceiling. I mean, it doesn't have a ceiling, so things are always a little bit louder. It's like when my heat kicks on, it's a little bit louder. So I am just gonna go ahead and take some of these candles, and I am doing this so I can see because I do want to try to line these up. And again, I'm just hanging off the bottom a little bit so that I don't have to worry about trying to get them just to float. So, whoa, hey, come back here. I'm just stamping those, and I'm just using the blueberry bushel. Obviously, when you use a stamp set, now I could use whatever color I wanted, but I really love this bright, that bright blueberry bushel for a birthday, because you could use it for a boy, a man, a teenager. I, of course, still have lots of teenagers in my life, so I like to have some bright colors on hand because of that. All right, so now I'm going to glue this down to the piece of blueberry bushel. Candles are going to go at the bottom. The next thing I'm going to do is take a circle punch. We're going to do, this is the new size circle punch. Did you guys know that we have a new size circle punch? This is 2 3/8. So it layers perfectly with a 2 1/4. This is the background, or if you have the 2 1/2 inch, this could go on top of it. So I'm very grateful for this size punch. I'm gonna just go, all the way in so that I know I got it straight, and then punch that out of the front of my card. On the inside, I'm going to take a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of white, basic white, and then glue that down to the inside. I'm going to take, I have a piece of the blueberry bushel, and I'm going to punch that out with that same punch. You could use either side. I'm then going to go back to our stamp set. I love that Let's Party. It's like this is the perfect fun font. So I'm gonna take that and I gotta put that over here so I don't get ink everywhere. I know, isn't that crazy? It is, when we started, it wasn't raining. It was actually pretty sunny, but yep, as soon as I got on here, it started raining. Oh boy, that's gonna make a mess. All right, so I'm gonna stamp that Let's Party. And then I have I'm gonna do this real quick just because, oh, you guys know me. I'm taking this, there you go. I got ink on my table and I didn't want it, so that ink would get everywhere if I did that. All right, so stamp that. I'm going to take our 2-inch punch and then stamp that, punch it out with our 2-inch punch, which is also one of our new products, but it's an online exclusive. So you can order it, but you have to order it online. Same as these kits. So none of these kits are in a catalog, so you have to look for them online. I will share a link with you where you can find them, or you can just go to stampup.com and you can find them. But all of our kits, we have like almost 30 now, 30 different kits. These are our 2 newest ones, and I love them. So I wanted to show them to you during our stamp camp. All right, so well, first of all, I want to glue this blueberry bushel piece down. So I'm gonna, I actually wanted to use the other pattern. It's not a big of a deal, but I wanted to use the other pattern. So, because I wanted to, the pattern on the front is a smaller, I wanted to use the bigger on the background there. So I just went and put that down there. I know it fits perfectly because that's the same size. We're gonna put that Let's Party right in there. Last but not least, we are going to take a strip. Well, actually in that kit, see where I stuck it over here. There is, you can just take a strip, but why not use up, oops, that's my next one. See, these I haven't labeled yet. I just got that one in today. Normally I label them, but I'm gonna take one of the banners that are left over. There's tons of banners, not tons, there's one of each left over. So I'm gonna take that. Then this one fits the Oh Happy Day, which I actually love the Oh Happy Day. We're gonna get our ink pad for that one. And if those of you who have the big ink pads, you can go ahead and get it out. But I love being able to say, everything I need is right in here. Sorry, I gotta look to make sure I get it straight. There you go. I didn't even look at it, but because it's photopolymer, I'm pretty sure I went on there straight. All right, yep, Oh Happy Day, and that's gonna go right here. It just has that little bit of a twinkle. Something else, okay, so here's our card. Isn't that fun? And again, it's just so you can use whatever paper you want, you could use other things, but the stamp set comes in so to me, the value of those kits is so huge. Besides just what you get in the kit. You can keep using it and keep using it on all these other cards. So let me show you some other alternative cards. So again, if you're going to my St. George event, close your eyes, because this is one of the things that you're going to be making. All right, closed? All right, so this is one of the ones that they're gonna make, and again, it's very similar. It's kind of where I got the idea from. They're also gonna get some dots, they're gonna get some paper. This is our new birthday celebrations, beautiful balloons paper. Look at this one, the lemon lolly. Isn't that awesome? So there you go. I label them on the top and on the side, Cindy. So those are just some alternative projects using this kit. Again, the name of the kit, and I haven't labeled these yet because I just got them in, but the name of this kit is Confetti Birthday Kit. Confetti Birthday Kit. All right, the next one just came out this week. Are you guys ready for the next one? And this one has 2 cards and you make 4 of each of them. It is so perfect for this time of year. It is called Boho Beach Kit. Who loves the beach during the spring and the summer? Some of you, year round for some of you. I love the beach. The beach just makes me, just so many good, happy memories of spring breaks and also the summer. So this one has 2 different cards, and you're going to make, and you make 2 of them. 4 of each. Let me tell you what I love about these cards a lot is that if you got last month's paper pumpkin, these are the same concept. Look at this. So the card actually wraps around to the back. So the back is just as cool as the front. Well, it's not just as cool, but it's very, very cool. So same thing with this one. This one's also featuring one of our brand new colors, and that's pecan pie. So if you haven't bought those colors yet, the cool part is they're actually in this kit too. So this one also has some linen thread. Again, it's got dimensionals. Hey, I never found those dimensionals. I wonder where I did with them. Maybe I threw them on the floor. I don't know. Usually when I clean up. Oh, look, I found them. They were over there in the corner. All right, so let's jump in. I'm going to show you how to make these 2 cards. And then, yes, I have another alternative project to show you for this one. This stamp set is this really, if you can even see it, it's got this really cool, like fern, big fern piece. It's got like a sand. It says, enjoy your day. So of course, great for retirement or a birthday or any celebration. And then sit back and relax. So this would actually be good for a Father's Day card. I've already made Eric his, but just in case. And then this one is just like a sprig of flowers, something you probably find on a beach, probably. Of course, they make these envelopes. I think like one of the best parts is the envelopes. They don't use boring envelopes. They use ones that always match and coordinate and are really, really awesome. So let's go ahead and jump in with our first one, the one that has the umbrella. So you're just gonna fold that in half, and I would like to kind of get out the pieces that I need. So I need one label, and it's using Pool Party and Lost Lagoon, some crumb cake. This one uses a little one of these, I don't know, shells maybe? I don't know if it's a shell. It uses one of these, there's 2 here. So the cool part is the die cuts are already done for you. If any of you do any sort of like scrapbooking or memory keeping, you can use these, you can use a lot of these elements on your scrapbook pages too. They are great for that as well. Then there's a little envelope. Envelope. It's called an umbrella. Jeez, Rhonda. All right, get your words straight there. Okay, so now we just got to go ahead and do this. Okay, I can look at the directions. Okay, Rhonda. Hey, the directions saved me last time. I should not be so much against directions. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our pecan pie. And I went ahead and actually brought my own pecan pie stamp pad. I was patient that first time, but my patience gets very thin. I like to use my own stamp pad. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is, this one just takes, there's like this sand look in it almost, and you're just gonna go ahead and stamp that a couple times on the bottom there. Just kind of gives a little bit of that sand look. They stamped it just a few times. Heck, if you want to stamp it 10 times, go ahead. It gives you a little bit of your variety. I like that sand look on there. There you go. So there's a sand look. I am gonna clean this off just because look, this is a brand new stamp pad too. When they first come, they're juicy. Are your guys' pads extra juicy when they come? So it's great, but I do get myself a little bit into trouble with some mess when it's like that. All right. Plus, I think I have to use that on my other card, but it's the same color, so it doesn't really matter. All right, and then we're going to take this, it's a flower that you'd see on a beach. I don't even know what kind of flower it is. Some of you here might very well know what kind of flower that is. And then that one is going to get on the front there too, just like that. Let's go ahead and, since we have the stamp pad out, let's go ahead and do our stamping all around. And this one says, enjoy your day. And that goes here on the label. And again, they give you an extra one. So in case I mess that up, then I could very easily you know, make a new one. So all my stamping is done. Now we just have to do the assembling. Now they give you this whole sheet of a type of seaweed. I think so, Gayla. I think it's definitely a type of seaweed. They give you these little mini glue dots. I can show you how to use them. Some people love them. You could use like a little tool to grab them off and put them down. And then you just peel off the back. It's not difficult. If you have like a little pick tool, it goes a lot faster. I personally, again, you know, I like to use my own stuff. So I have my little mini glue dots here, and I can just go a lot faster. It's kind of just what I'm used to. So I can just use my mini glue dots, grab a couple of those. It even tells you like kind of where to place them. And I'll grab a few. So for those of you who, but again, if you love the ones in the kit, then use those. And obviously if I was traveling and I didn't have my mini glue dots, I would just use those. But since I'm here at my studio, I just as soon use my own. So that's gonna go down there. I'll grab off a few with this little thing, a type of a shell or something, and that's gonna go on there as well. And then we have our little umbrella. So this one, you could use mini glue dots. I am actually gonna just use a little bit of my green glue. You can use the adhesive that comes in there. Trust me, that's great too, and it works. It's just when you get used to certain ones, I prefer some of that I'm used to using, and I can tell, why is this not wanting to come out? Whoa, what is this being so difficult for? It came out once, all of a sudden it stopped. Oh, there we go. All right, so I just put a few little drops of my green glue on there. I was just gonna try really hard today not to have any screw ups. They're bloopers, oopsies, whatever you wanna call them. And green glue is usually not my friend, but I've gotten along a lot better with it lately. And it's a little bit easier, I think, to use on some of these a little bit smaller things. So now I'm gonna put this, and this needed to go down behind this guy. But look, I'm gonna squeeze that right in there. There you go. All right, so you're creating your beautiful beach scene. You can create exactly what you would love to with it. You got some stamping on there. Last but not least, you have your little thing. I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive on there. They have the linen thread where you're gonna drop it. You just kind of wrap it around. I do this a lot even in my own card making too, so I love that they did it here. It doesn't say to put any of that little adhesive down, but I definitely like to put a little adhesive to kind of hold it in place. Hey, those of you who take my kits, I'm sure you have plenty of linen thread laying around. I love linen thread. I include it a lot, but I use it a lot. And the funny thing is that I'm constantly running out of it. Like, I just had like 10 rolls of it and now it's gone. I know, Michelle, I use green glue. And I shouldn't have. I got it all over my fingers. I got it on my table. Like, look at this. It stuck to me because of the green glue. I was trying to, there you go. And this goes down there at the bottom. I made my loopies pretty good there. So there's your card number 1, is that one. Let's see the one, yep. Whoa, this was pretty crooked. Yeah. There you go. When you do things upside down, it's not always easy to get them straight. So there's card number 1. Card number 2 is almost just like the beach kind of look. So we're gonna use, we're gonna go, and first thing let's do is take that, I love this big long fern piece. We're gonna use this in a minute too. So that big long like fern stamp, and then that one is going to get stamped up here with a pecan pie. And then I gotta clean this off because my next card I'm gonna be using a different color with it. So I just wanted to make sure it's clean to begin with so that I don't forget when I move on to the next card. Because I am going to show you one alternative project. If you guys can see that. I'm just starting on it anyway. All right, then go back to that sand piece. Put a few of those down at the bottom there. Again, this is just like throw on a few of those. Since I have the cleaner out, I'm gonna go ahead and clean them. And then I'm gonna take the words that say sit back and relax. You should see. And then that's gonna go on, this label here. So this one, I need this label. I need a Lost Lagoon leaf with the kits. It's all done for you. So you don't have to try to, I mean, it's fun to own all the dies. It's fun to own all the things, but sometimes you just can't afford to buy everything or you don't have space. So this is why the kits are nice, is because you, all that is done for you. So here's like a bigger one of those leafy things. All right. So now I'm gonna take the label and just stamp the sit back and relax. See if you guys can. And I am doing it so it's not upside down, but just so you can see, sit back and relax. Oh, here, the cleaner's right in front of me. All right, I think that's all the stamping on this one until I get to my alternative project. All right, let's go ahead and assemble this together. We're going to take the Lost Lagoon leaf here, and that's gonna get glued down. Let's take some mini glue dots and just stick a few of those on there. I'm not gonna use the green glue. I tried in the last card and it didn't go so well for me. So I'll just take a few of them on here and glue that down this direction. Then we are going to take, the rest of this is going to be on dimensionals. So we're going to take the dimensionals and put down a couple here. Before we put this one down, the directions say to just kind of wrap around. Mine's going to wrap the other way. It doesn't really, you're not going to be able to see that part. So they have it here at the end. And you're just gonna wrap it around a few times. Like this. And I'm just gonna tie like a knot. You could tie a little tiny bow, but this is a sit back and relax, so relaxing for me, we're just gonna do a knot. Doing a bow online is stressful, it's not relaxful. So that's gonna get put on here. It actually goes, here we go. It goes this direction, but I'm actually, yeah, it goes this direction. Let's just try to copy it as much as best I can. I just put the dots at the wrong side. So the dots are supposed to go over there, just because then you'll get to see it. See, this is the one. I just missed that. All right, so then next we have this little leafy thing. And I'll take a few of those and put those down. I could actually put this over here so you do still see those dots. So this is where you can always improvise a little bit. And then last but not least, you're just gonna take your really cute little chair and then that's gonna go there. I'm gonna move this out just a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. That's the beauty of these kits too. You can, depending on how you wanna make them, you can always alter them a little bit. So I'm just gonna take a few more of those mini glue dots and glue this down. All right, so there is your other card you'll make with this kit. Again, this kit just was released, so a lot of times these kits are so great, they do have a tendency to go unorderable, but then they will come back out. So there's your sit back and relax, you enjoy your day. You make 4 of them in there and you get all the supplies. I already showed you the beautiful envelopes. Next, I'm going to show you guys one more project. Obviously, really quick and simple. And we're going to be using this same, I think all my stuff is cut for this one. Let me get out my supplies. We're going to be using the same stamp set. So you can see, again, the versatility of this. When you buy these, even when the cards are done, then you still have the stamp set that you'll be able to use on other projects. So yesterday I showed you a card using the Gone Fishing bundle and paper, because that is what I'm using in my summer stamp camp that's online. I want to take I have a piece of thick vanilla, and I am going to score this at 2 1/8 on one end. Score, don't cut, 2 1/8, and then 2 1/8 on the other end. And then what you should do, so this is a 5.5 by 8.5. And then what you should be able to do is to take these with your bone folder and fold them in towards the middle, and they should, well, I scored something wrong. That must not have been 2 1/8. Let me see. It does look a little small. 2 1/8. Do you know what I did? I did 1 7/8. So there you go. That should then, let's see where I did this one. I said the right thing, but then I did it. The right person was correct. I said it, I just didn't do it. So it's all right, I can fix it. There, now, so 2 1/8 and 2 1/8. And look, then it lines up perfectly. I took some of the Gone Fishing paper and I cut this, now 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. That's why I got that in my head. And this creates these panels. The Gone Fishing suite of products, it's actually on low inventory right now. The bundle is, if you haven't got the bundle, you're going to want to get the bundle. And then this one. So this is a really, just a unique way to, I love folding my cards this way. I'm sure you guys have seen me do it before, but you can just score at 2 1/8, and then it'll line up perfectly there in the middle for you. One of my favorite new products is, I showed it yesterday, the Nested Essentials. So I'm going to use it today, this shape here. Now I am not a geometrical person. I rarely use like a lot of geometrical shapes. So I didn't think I was going to like this shape, but that's simply not true. I love this shape. So I'm going to take it and run it through with a piece of Lost Lagoon. I really do have fallen in love with this shape, and then this is Nested Essentials. If you haven't bought it yet, you want to buy it. I think they're $30. I loved it so much, I have 2 sets already, as you can tell, because I use it a lot. So we're going to run it through with the Lost Lagoon and the biggest one that they have in there. I've made tags out of that. You can do so much. I made little kind of little books on key rings. Like look, there's a tag I made out of this big one. I love it. And then like again, it just is great for like layering. I love the nested, that shape. So then I also took the one size smaller and ran through some of the Gone Fishing. This is with the Gone Fishing. This is the back is kind of like the waves, and the front is, I don't know, it's just a very like linen texture to it. So I'm going to take the Lost Lagoon with that stamp set. This is the leaf. I can use a different block because that last block is, I got dirty. And I'm just gonna go, I should probably stamp my words first so then I know where to stamp my leaf. So should I do the sit back and relax, or I'm gonna do the enjoy your day? I think that the enjoy your day is, you can do for anything. And that one is gonna get stamped in our pecan pie. Actually, I'm stamping that on a strip of paper. So that way it was okay if I did something wrong. That's right, I forgot. I was smart about that one. All right, so instead, I'm going to stamp this, and then I'm going to use the sand look with that pecan pie. Put a couple of those, right? Love it. And then I want to stamp one more of these, and I'm going to do it on the inside actually, because I want it stamped off, but I'll use it on the inside, and then I'll stamp it again over here. There, just to kind of give, so that was my stamping. So this, I love it. So if you can see, the background even has texture because that's in the Gone Fishing pack of paper. I showed it to you guys yesterday, and it's what my, so if you haven't seen, like here's the Gone Fishing, like you can see how both sides, like here's this one side, the other side is more, you know, fishy. So this is, again, here's another Gone Fishing. I love this pack of paper. I've been using it a lot. These are just some of the cards that I've been creating with it. Look at that one. So anyway, that's our Gone Fishing. So this is going to, okay, so before I'm going to glue this down. This is almost gone, that's why it's being a little temperamental. So guess what? Nancy, as amazing as she is, gave me a brand new one in there. Yesterday I kept running out of everything. So that's gonna get layered perfectly on there. All right, almost done. This Enjoy Your Day, I'm just gonna go ahead and just snip and snip. A new thing I wanted to show you is this new ribbon that we have. It is called Pecan Pie ribbon, but it is simply gorgeous, and it really goes with a lot, but obviously it matches the pecan pie perfectly. So one of my other favorite tools that you guys see me use a lot is the Best Trios punch, because I love this little slit punch, and I'll just do that on each side. Try to get it there in the middle. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna take this ribbon and I'm going to thread through here, wrap it around. This Best Trio obviously is just it's a great slit punch for ribbon because it makes the ribbon lay a little bit straighter because it's not a circle. So I really like it a lot. I'm just gonna go ahead and tie a knot here off to the side. You could tie a bow, but I'm just gonna tie a knot. This pecan pie ribbon is really beautiful. I can't wait. I haven't used it in a class yet. To me, it's a little bit more fallish, so I know this fall I'll definitely be using it. But it goes well with this whole beach look. Let me do a little bit. Just gonna fold that, and then you just cut at an angle, and that creates that fish. I think it's called a fish tail. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. You just gotta make sure you go the right direction. There you go. So I did a little fishtail knot there at the end. All right, we're back to our card. On the inside, I took the larger size of the Gone Fishing paper with that same Nested Essentials, and I'm gluing that down on the inside just to kind of just dress up the inside of this card. And you could just write your little message on there. There's that. This is going to get glued. Isn't this card beautiful? So simple, but I wanted to show you that versatility of that stamp set for sure. And for this, you definitely want to use your Stampin' Seal Plus so that this stays right in place. You could probably even use dimensionals. Let me try to get that centered. There you go. And then last but not least, we're going to take that Enjoy Your Day, and we're going to add that over top of this with some dimensionals. I've got them floating around here everywhere. Just take that. I got ones from the first kit, ones from this kit, which I want to put all those pieces back in there because I still have one more card to make. Hello. It's good to see all you guys. You could leave the top open inside for a gift card. Yeah, you could definitely, I think any card you could create a pocket on it and make a gift card holder. You could definitely do that as well. But I'm just gonna put that enjoy your day. You could even put it down here. I'll put it up there. There you go. So a nice, simple, beautiful card. Again, using the stamps and the pecan pie from this set. So this I love the nested essentials. There you go, day 2 of our summer camp. We got to spend another hour together, another time to be creative. This one, if you would like to have this fun at your home, guys, in person, this card is so beautiful. I don't know if you can, I don't know if you can see the prettiness of it. So this one was so beautiful, and then the other one we made was, look at the other one. Was so bright and fun, right? So I gave you lots of different options. Today we made 7 cards today in less than an hour, about exactly an hour. That's the beautiful part of our kits. I've been crafting for 22 years. I know how to do all the things. I can do lots of things. But what I love to do is create cards to be able to use them and give them and send them. Sometimes I do want to make one card and have it take me 5 hours to make. But other times I want to make cards quick and easy and fun so I can send them and use them. And these are perfect examples of our kits are great for that. I will post the link for the kits here in this video and in the description so you can purchase the kits. But don't forget that all week long I have an ordering special for my summer camp. And that is, you spend at least $40, you will get Thursday's class. So Thursday, come back Thursday, we're having a full class. I have 4 different cards, an online class. You will get all 4 card pieces and the pieces for your card and the tutorial sent to you. If you spend over $50, you're going to get the full pack of the jute trim. So that is, you can add these kits to your order. You can order just these kits. And again, you get to buy whatever you want. Tomorrow, I'll be back here tomorrow at 1 o'clock again for some sneak peek products. And Thursday, we're going to have an entire class for you. I will do four cards so you can see those. And then Friday, I have a 5-minute Friday. So I love my 5-minute Friday projects too. So that will be a video on YouTube that I share with you. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. You can share this video. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure that you subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, be sure that you follow this page. So that way you can see when I pop up tomorrow, or I see when I pop up, I won't pop up next week because next week I'll be in St. George, Utah. But you can see when I pop up a couple. Do you know what sets you're using Thursday? I do not, Cindy. You'll find out Thursday with everybody else. I obviously have a couple ideas, but I don't have that finalized quite yet. So, all right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow, campers. Thank you, Michelle. I'm so glad you guys are here. All right, bye-bye.